Upon hearing the sound of my sobbing, they both turned back, and tears flowed from my eyes. The young and that girl were looking at me with shocked expression. I don't want to hear any explanation from that cheetah, but when I stopped and looked back after running away, I didn't see anyone behind me. I was wrong. He didn't even come after me to explain. Was I waiting for him to come after me and explain what it was all about? I started quickly wiping away my tears as soon as I saw Mom. Why, are you okay, Mom? She looked a bit tired. Mom, I have a serve headache. I quickly grabbed Mom, thinking she might be feeling dizzy. But as soon as her skin touched mine, Why, Mom, you're getting really sick. You need to rest. No, Wine, I have a lot of work on my hands today. There's a big party at Camp Mansion. Wine, please don't talk nonsense. Your health is deteriorating rapidly, and if something happened to you, what will happen to me? Tears started to well up in my eyes. Wine, my dear, you are very strong, but it hurts me even more to see you crying like this. Wine, just stay here. I will talk to Mrs. Kim right now and ask her to give you a day off. Wine, Mr. Kim, my mom's health has deteriorated significantly. Could please have the day off today, please? Mrs. Kim, this was never happened before, and you both know today we are having a biggest party ever at our house. This party is being held for my son Tyung. Wine, sorry, Mr. Kim, but there are already plenty of maid and waitresses here today. If we grant leave just to Mom, she will be able to rest for the day of the rest. I requested her, understanding that Mom is head maid here, so asking for her leave on such a special isn't easy. Mrs. Kim, okay, but in return you won't leave today. With that, she left, so I hurriedly straight to maid's quarter. At the party, I was serving juice to everyone with a tray in my hand. Ava, hey waiter, give us two orange juice. Clara, you like orange juice, right? Ava, Clara, I forgot to mention the young brother's calling you, she said, giving me a sidelong glance and a smack. Clara, yeah, he messaged me. Ava, why are you standing there? Your job is serve everyone. Go and roam around the hall, you poor little maid. She laughed and started to walk around. Then I spotted Tiang, but he seemed too busy with his guest. I walked past him, but I don't think he noticed me. I glanced in the direction where everyone's attention was now focused. Mrs. Kim was standing on the staircase holding a mic in one hand and a juice. Mrs. Kim, hello everyone. As you all know, today we held a grand surprise party to reveal something special. And now it's the time for the big reveal. Everyone claps. Mrs. Kim, it's our rule here that if the next generation to be king, their marriage should be not be a normal girl, but with someone from. So the time has come from our prince to become the king. Artyom smiles to Clara, the daughter of her best friend and business partner, will take place in a month. Everyone cheers. Everyone cheers and claps. Then Taeyang and the girl join Mrs. Kim. Taeyang has his hand on the girl's waist, smiling at her, and she smiles back. Tears start flowing uncontrollably from my eyes. I shift my gaze and start to move, but I bump with someone. Ava, I told you before, you are not the type of girl for him. Not every Cinderella finds her prince charm. She started laughing even more, and that's it. I turned red with anger. Enough was enough. I tightly held onto the tree and hit Ava straight in the face. This was my revenge for all the taunts she had been throwing me at all the time. I panted heavily, and suddenly everything went quiet, and everyone started looking at both of us. I glanced at Tim for 5 seconds, who looked at me in shock, but it wasn't just him. Everyone was looking at me with shocked expressions, and Abba was lying on the floor, but Tim didn't move an inch from his spot. He was the one I trusted the most, the one who always had my back everywhere. Today he was just silently watching. I started to run. I quickly arrived at that cottage when I yelled and Mom hurriedly came out. Mom, what happened when I started to pack? Well, Mom, we need to leave from here right now. I went to the stairs and picked some important things and documents. Mom, when is everything okay? She asked from downstairs. Well, no. I turned toward her and said with tears streaming down from my face. She understood everything just by looking at me. She nodded in shock. After that, Mom and I arrived at Sunchon Vehicle Village from Seoul. This village is quite far from Seoul and is filled with eco-friendly places. It's a traditional village completely. We completely changed our identities, otherwise they would have owned us. We changed all our old documents and live here with new name and identity. Since it's a village, there is not much need for extensive ID proof like in Seoul for small jobs, so we have made some fake. To live here, we don't need a lot of money. All the bills are very low compared to the city. In the city, we had too many bills and rent to live in a small room, but it's not like that here. Our house is even bigger, and sometimes we even turn off the electricity because fresh mountain air cools the place. I still fear that the Kim family might find us because they are the most dangerous in this country and we still live in the same country. I work part-time as an art teacher at a school and for this I didn't need much education. I just needed a skill so I got a job in a primary school. My mom worked as a school cafeteria worker. One day I received an offer for a nursing course which was recommended to me by a kind teacher at that school. I was searching for a good job because I didn't want to let my mom work anymore. So I worked very hard for it really. I hope I passed this. I was sitting with my eyes closed near the laptop screen and I felt someone's hand on my shoulder. And when I opened my eyes it was Mom smiling at me. Mom, look at the screen, she exactly said, and I looked at the screen, yelled, got up from my chair and hugged her. I'm passed, Mom, but the hospital where you have been selected is in Jeju City. I grinned, smiled, that's even better. We can move further away from here. We will have to go to the city for your treatment because you can't get treatment here. We have been here for a year. Good hospital here and we can't stay here anymore. Besides the hospital where I have selected as many renowned doctors. After that we moved from Suncheon Bay village to Jeju City. It took us 1.5 hours by flight to get here. 4 years later, I went to hospital locker to get my belongings and as soon as I opened my locker I saw another beautiful rose pocket and chocolate along with a letter. I grabbed everything and smiled. I knew who it was from. Dr. John Jungkook. Jungkook is now admitted. Jungkook is a very big and famous doctor and incredibly handsome with whom I have been working for 4 years. He proposed to me a year ago but I still haven't been able to give him a reply. I don't know why but whenever I think about Jungkook's proposal I remember that jerk's face. I have been trying hard to forget him but it's not happening. I know he must be happy with his wife and child now, so I need to forget about him. It's not that easy. Jungkook's family is very nice. His mom and dad love me and care me a lot. I respect them just as much. Jeon saw me Jungkook's older sister. Consider me as her best friend. I'm not sure what to do. Should I give Jungkook a chance or not? Jungkook, hey Kangwan, now please understand I will never leave you alone. I will always be your side in everything. Can you trust me? He asked when kneeling down and showed me a beautiful, gorgeous ring
Dr.
in a
JK
box.
loves me.
Everyone
He
was
behaved
looking
coolly
at
with
us.
everyone
Everyone
else.
knows that. Finally, I decided to move on. Jungkook, thank you, sweetheart. I blushed slightly. He always called me with those nicknames, even in the emergency room during operations. 2 days later, I wear the dress that Jungkook gifted me. I'm going on a date with him. I feel nervous, so I call Mom, but she behaves strangely. She reminds me of Young again, talking about him. I wanted to forget that man, you jerk today, but I couldn't. I locked my apartment door and head towards my car. Suddenly, I bumped into someone's hard chest. I look up, my eyes hardened, and my heart started racing as if it's about to explode. As I looked up, my heart raced even faster when I saw Young standing in front of me. Dang, hey, you look even lovelier than before. Dang, are you going on a date? He said with a smug smile.